What's going on, people? TroopzTV back again, and it's time for that Arsenal versus Bournemouth preview. But obviously we're going to talk a little about the game on Wednesday night, which was against PSG in the Champions League. If we had won that game, we would have topped the group and made our jobs a little bit easier in the last 16 by hopefully avoiding a big team. If you finish top and get a big team, then that's how it goes. But if you finish second and get a big team, then it's a problem, innit? And for me, I know that we're going to finish second now because PSG have got a home game against Ludogorets and we go away to Basel, which is a difficult ground to go. English teams have struggled there in recent years. We know it's a difficult ground, their fans are going to be up for it, players are going to be up for it, and I think we've blown our chance and we're probably going to get a big team in the last 16 now. But let's talk a bit about the game, innit? And for me, the game, there was nothing there. I think we started off slow again. It was just like, for me, you know what, yeah, I'm going to be honest, like the first half was nearly on par with the Man United first half. That's how shocking it was. Like PSG were just coming down the left hand side all the time, the right back was just whipping in the ball. I remember they had a corner in like maybe the 5th minute and then we cleared it off the line, so the signs were there. Then Cavani gets the goal. Matuidi, a defensive midfielder, is turning Mustafi like a right winger. Like, that was terrible defending from Mustafi. Ball straight across, Cavani's put it in. We got the penalty, good penalty from Giroud. Second half, we started poorly in the second half again, but somehow we got the goal. Ramsey with a deflected shot, it's gone in off, I think it was Verratti. And at that point in time, we were actually playing some decent football, you know what I mean? And we let them back in the game. 2-2, Lucas Moura with the equaliser. I feel really sorry for Iwobi because Wenger was trying to bring on Xhaka. There was a corner and everyone knows that you don't really make a substitution at a corner because the marking and whatnot, it can ruin the defensive, your defensive side. And you got to look at Ospina as well because Ospina was right behind him and Ospina should have called and said like, yo, it's mine, I've got it. A bit better communication there and we could have probably held out for the win. But really and truly, we were lucky to draw the game because PSG were all over us. They had the better chances. I believe that there was no standout player for us. Ramsey had a good 15 minutes, I'd say, tops for me. Iwobi was in and out of the game. Alexis was in and out of the game. Giroud wasn't getting nothing, so you can't really say Giroud had a bad performance because he wasn't getting the service. Ozil, not gonna lie, went missing again. He's been missing for the past few games. For me, the reason why he's missing in these recent games is because Santi's injured, and obviously Santi is the man that links the play from the midfield to the forward line, and without him there, Ozil's having to come deeper for the ball, and then we don't have a man who he can give it to, so he's have to. It's a bit hard for him right now, you know what I mean? Santi is a big miss. Hopefully Santi will be back soon. We still don't have a date when he's back, but I don't know, man. For me, the performances are getting worse and worse. Although we're drawing, is this luck gonna run out? Because for me, it's like the footballing gods are shining down on us at the moment, and hopefully they will shine throughout the whole season because normally we have a bad November, and I'm hoping that us having it's not a decent November, but it's a better November than what we normally have, is not all our luck for the season. But we move on to Bournemouth on the weekend, 2 o'clock kickoff. It's my birthday, so I'm hoping that they really put in a good performance. But obviously Bournemouth had a good win last weekend at Stoke. Jack looked back to his best running the game. Looks like Eddie Howe's getting the best out of him. There's a few threatening players. They've got Callum Wilson, he's back to his goal scoring. They got Junior Stanislas, who's had a good season, former West Ham boy. He's actually looking alright. They got Harry Arthur in the midfield, who will probably be the main guy now because obviously Jack won't play, but they do have another ex-Arsenal player that could play, which is Benica Phoebe. He's got an eye for goal, but hopefully we get the win, man. We need a win. It's been a while. It's my birthday, so hoping for a good performance. But obviously we're going to get into my 11 now for this game. Obviously we already know David Ospina is the Champions League goalie, so Petr Cech had his rest in midweek. So back in the sticks for me, Petr Cech. Now the defence, because for me, Jenkinson had a shocker against PSG. He's had a few games as well to get up to speed, and it's like, yeah, he's Arsenal through and through, but for me, he don't have the level, he don't have the ability to be an Arsenal player. You see Alexis looking at him like, what are you doing in this team? Like, who are you, blood? Like, you know what I mean? Like, looking at him confused. Like, so for me, I already said it from when Bellerin was injured. I would play Mustafi as the right back, but you know what? For me, the centre back pairing, I'm gonna put Rob Holding in. I'm going to put Rob Holding in with Laurent Koscielny because for me, in the Liverpool game that he played with Chambers at the back, obviously he never had the best of games, but when he played that next game against Leicester away, Vardy he dealt with Vardy, he dealt with Mahrez, he dealt with Okazaki. He had a good game, Holding. He actually had a good game. When we put him in the League Cup games, he's done well. So for me, Rob Holding and Laurent Koscielny are the centre-back pairing. Left back, do you know what? Gibbs started on Wednesday night, and for me, I'd start Gibbs again because I think Nacho had a terrible game at Old Trafford. I think Valencia was all on him. Valencia was on him like flies on shit. You know what I mean? You know when flies are just on the shit? Valencia was just on him like, you know what I mean? And for me, Nacho's not looking, he's not looking too good at the moment, so I'll drop Nacho as well and put Gibbs in. The centre midfield pairing now, because obviously Ramsey, he's probably going to start. We already know, innit? But this is my preview, innit? This ain't Arsenal's preview. This is Troops' preview, yeah? So for me, I would start in that centre of the midfield, Francis Coquelin and Granit Xhaka. Because with Santi out, the only player we can put in there who's got a forward mind is Xhaka. Xhaka can open the play, he's got great passing ability. Yeah, he's a bit mad with his temperament. He's a bit stush, you get me? He's a bit firm in the tackle and whatnot. But when we had Vieira, we weren't complaining, you know what I mean? Obviously, I'm not comparing Xhaka to Vieira, but the temperament I am comparing, not the level of player. And nobody complained when Vieira was there. So for me, Francis Coquelin and Granit Xhaka start. The forward line now. Obviously, Iwobi had a great start to the season, but he's fallen out of form, and what we have to realise is that obviously Alex is a young player. He will go in and out of form. He's still young, he's still got to develop his game, but he's a hot prospect. But I'd give Alex a rest because I don't think he really had a good game against PSG. Obviously the own goal as well might be still playing on his head, so you don't want that for him. So for me, the front four will be Theo Walcott on the right hand side. I'd put Ox on the left because I think when he came on against Man United, he put a great ball in for Giroud to get the equaliser, and I think Ox deserves a chance. So Theo Walcott, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Mesut Ozil. I hope you actually turn up because we're saying we got Ozil, but where are you, blood? Where are you, fam? Innit? Let's be real now, innit? You're doing a bit of a Pogba. You get me? Come back, yeah. And obviously the main man, Alexis Sanchez, starts up top. I'll put Giroud on the bench because I believe Giroud is a better impact player than actually starting with him, because when we start with him, there's not a lot of movement and interchange in the front. There's not a lot of pace, not a lot of dynamic in there. So for me, that's my 11. You lot already know. If you think the 11 should be different, put your 11 in the comments below. In my opinion, it's going to be Arsenal 3, Bournemouth 0. If you ain't subscribed to TroopzTV, make sure you subscribe. It's your boy Troops, and I'm out.